Hey guys, Aqua Duelist here. So I am doing a deck profile on Dinomist Board Control Monday, as I said, I think in the OTK deck profile. So we're getting that board control deck profile soon. And those of you who do watch my channel, or at least just my Dinomist content, know that I play Turbo. And the thing is, I do want to say, I used to actually play Dinomist board control for and I played it for quite a long time, and actually Team Set 5 and Pass can actually vouch for that and verify it, because I actually used to go to college with that guy. So he's able to verify. Sadly, he's not in town anymore. Team Set 5 and Pass, I really miss you, dude. You should come back to town. That'd be really nice to see him and hang out with him again. But so I kind of wanted to essentially talk today about why I no longer play board control. And I'm not trying to bash on board control play on Dinomist board control or board control players. And the thing is, like with Turbo, I kind of like it's something I kind of went and essentially kind of developed myself as. I wasn't really seeing anything like that, around. So, I feel like it's more unique and it kind of fits me. To where I tried to make Dinomist the best I could, and just being able to do what the deck does, and I'm still trying to make that deck better too. To be better, I'm trying to actually push the deck for 3 negates and a bounce. Turn 1. So that actually would be pretty good. But so essentially, the reasons why I no longer played board control is one of the main issues was since the pendulum zones got moved, you can't play as big as of a back row, like trap wise, with Dinomist board control, which is something the deck kind of wants to do. It doesn't want to have, it wants to have a really good amount of traps. Just because the monsters themselves, they're not bad. But they do need an extra little oomph to get there at times. So at least that's how I feel. So it's kind of hard to it's really hard. Because essentially with board control too, you're going to have your pendulums. You're going to have the howling most likely. You're going to have a charge. So you really only have that one slot to really play with, which it does suck, and it's really weird, essentially just playing with one slot in the back row. That's how I felt. I just felt like it was a little weird. There was a lot of times when I played board control where it's like I had something there and I really wanted to play something else that was in my hands. That happened a few times. That's happened every now and then. Where it's like I have a specific trap set, and I really want to play another trap or like spell I have in my hand, but I can't because I haven't been able to activate the trap I set. So that really does hurt, and I do feel like Dinomists themselves can't pick up the slack for having just that, essentially that really limited back row. They're not terrible. I'm just gonna say this. Like, I don't think Dinomist board control is terrible, guys. Like, I don't think it's a bad deck. It's just that I found out that I do like Turbo more, and it's more combo oriented. So, it's probably why more like I like it, because it is an archetype I like, and it's more fitted to Turbo is more fitted to, I guess you could say, my style. But I do like board control. It's not bad. But that was the main issue I had with essentially board control. And essentially, in a way, I guess you could say the only main issue I really have was that The one thing I do like, something I do like with board control though, is it did have a lot more tech options than Turbo, and I do at times actually miss that. Honestly, some of those there's a couple cards I could honestly tech into Turbo. It's just really right now in Turbo I only have 2 slots to play with, and the one card I'd want to stick in there is a 3 of. So yeah, Turbo board control definitely had more tech options to play with. And the thing is with board control, I feel like it does really need that. Does need all those tech options. And you definitely want to fit the more tech, the right kind of tech to your local meta. Because locals is honestly probably the best Dinomist will ever be for meta. As a local meta, you can definitely top in locals. We did see Grant Williams play at YCS in 2017 before Pendulums got hit with links, and he did make it to day 2, but he wasn't able to top. So we do see there that meta competitively, it's not that strong. But if you look around on YouTube, look at some Dinomist deck profiles, you do see a lot of people, or quite a little bit amount of people, putting like first place locals or second place locals in their deck profile. So we do see that it can do stuff in locals and casuals. If you're a rogue player or a casual player at your locals, it can do something there, which is pretty nice. I'm gonna keep working to make Dinomist essentially make it to where maybe it could do something at a meta, hopefully, or not meta, at a YCS or something. Because I love the archetype and I want to make it the best. I want to make Dinomist the best they can. But yeah, board control really definitely does have more tech options and better tech options, I feel like, than Turbo. But one of the only real other issue I can honestly really think of was board control was kind of slow, and I feel like the main issue it has that it couldn't establish a super strong board turn 1, which I know Turbo can get. Right now, what I can currently do is get 2 negates with whatever else I really want from my extra deck, and I'm currently pushing it to actually 3 negates right now, and doing having a Constellar Pleiades on the field. So essentially, I do get 3 negates and a bounce of whatever I want. So that's what I'm trying to work towards in the deck, to make it, more stronger. Because that's what I'm going to essentially keep doing, making the deck the best it can. Because I do love Dinomist. I want to see it top. As much as I know it probably won't, I would love to see Dinomist top. It'd be so awesome and really just amazing if that happened. But I feel like it did struggle to establish a really strong board turn 1, which you did have you could do some pretty cool stuff to where essentially you can make your board, you can make a strong, pretty good board like turn 2 or something like that. But I feel like turn 1, it was just too slow to have a good strong board. But those are really the only 2 issues I have with Dinomist board control, and like I did throw in there that one thing I do miss that I feel like board control has over Turbo. But I don't think board control is a terrible deck. I just want to say that again. It's not a bad deck. I do feel like it's just not as good as it used to be, which does suck. But hopefully board control players aren't as mad with me now, because I know there's probably some who are, or probably, don't think I'm all that right or something, but hopefully we can kind of meet in the middle ground now. But thank you guys for watching. If you guys like this video, hit that like button. Want to see more of my content? Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification button when you do. I post 4 or 5 videos a week. Thank you guys for watching. I will see y'all in the next video.